Want to hear something completely mind-blowing? Your reality is not happening to you by accident. It's actually being controlled right now, in this moment, by a set of laws that have existed for thousands of years. And most people have never been taught a single one of these laws. So if you aren't experiencing what you want right now, all it requires is that you learn how these laws work so you can use them to your advantage. And once you do, you can basically bend your own reality to obey you. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through a few of what I think are the most powerful universal laws, and I will show you literally how they are running your life. And even more importantly, I'll show you what to actually do with each one starting right now, today. Because once these laws click, and they will click after you understand this, you will never look at your results the same way again. And really quickly, if you are new here, let me introduce myself. I'm Mary Kate, and I'm a mindset coach and manifesting expert focused on getting you transformational results. Here on my channel, I pride myself in making manifestation make sense without all of the unnecessary confusion. And my whole channel is all about manifesting the law of attraction with meditations and more, where I share the tools you need to get the results you want. I post brand new videos every single Wednesday, so be sure to subscribe and also hit that bell notification so you can be notified whenever I post a new video. And before we get into the video, go ahead and hit that little thumbs up button down below. It takes just a second, but it lets me know that you're watching and getting value. So once you do that, let's get right into it. Now, before we get into the laws themselves, I want to give you a little context on where they actually come from, because I think it matters. So there are actually 12 universal laws, and they all have roots in ancient Hermetic philosophy, which dates way back to ancient Egypt and Greece. They aren't really something one person invented. They aren't kind of a trend. They're actually principles that were observed and documented across ancient civilization and passed down through thousands of years because they kept proving themselves true. And what I find so fascinating is that so many of these ancient principles now have these kind of direct parallels in modern neuroscience and psychology. So let's get into the 5 specific ones I want to focus on today. And this first law, I think, is one of the most important for you to truly understand because everything else sort of builds on it. And this is the law of correspondence. And the core of this law is captured in that philosophy I'm sure you've heard, as within, so without. It's basically saying that your external reality is always a direct mirror of your internal world, not your conscious desires, not what you're asking for, what is actually running at the subconscious level, your deepest beliefs, your identity, your felt sense of what is real and possible for you. And here's something that I see happen constantly. Someone is doing all of the right things on the surface, using affirmations, trying new techniques, making vision boards, but the subconscious program running underneath hasn't changed. And so the outer reality keeps reflecting back the same old programming right back to them. And it can feel frustrating because they feel like they're doing all of the right things. But that's exactly what the law of correspondence says it will do. You can almost think of it like a mirror. If you don't like what you see in the mirror, you don't reach out and try and fix the reflection. You make changes to what's standing in front of it. So your reality works the same way. Your finances, your relationships, your opportunities, those are all the reflection. And your subconscious beliefs are what's standing in front of the mirror. And until you change what's standing in front of it, the reflection is going to stay the same. This is why those kind of surface level manifestation techniques often don't produce lasting results. They're working on the reflection instead of the source. The law of correspondence is telling you clearly, if you want a different outer world, you have to do the inner work first. It's not optional, it's the law. And the second law I want to talk about is actually the one that most people have heard of, especially if you're watching this video, but it's so misunderstood. And that is the law of attraction. And the law of attraction does not say that you just attract what you want. It says you attract what you are being. There is a huge difference between those two things. Like attracts like. And this distinction is exactly why so many people feel like the law of attraction just isn't working for them and why it can feel so frustrating at times. You can want something desperately and simultaneously be repelling it because your subconscious state, your dominant beliefs, your identity, all of those are broadcasting a completely different signal than what you're consciously asking for. And the law of attraction is basically responding to that signal. So it's not about the words on your vision board. It's not about the affirmations that you're saying out loud. It's the actual state that you are genuinely operating from underneath all of that. And here's the neuroscience behind why this is actually true. Now, let me add a layer with neuroscience. Your brain has something called a reticular activating system, whose entire job is to filter information. I talk about this time and time again because it's so powerful when it comes to manifestation. Your brain receives an estimated 11 million bits of information per second, and your conscious mind can only process probably about 40 to 50 of those bits at any given moment. So the reticular activating system acts as a filter, and it is actually programmed and fed by your dominant beliefs and your consistent inner state. Whatever you genuinely at your core expect and believe, your brain starts filtering your whole reality to give you evidence of that. Whatever you genuinely believe is not possible for you, your brain filters out, even if it's right in front of you. This is why someone who at their core deeply believes that money is hard to make, they'll keep finding evidence of that lack, even when opportunities are everywhere. And that's why someone who doesn't believe they're the type of person to get to have, a great relationship, they'll keep attracting the same patterns. Your filter is tuned into exactly what you believe. And the law of attraction is not magic happening to you from the outside. It's your brain, it's your subconscious, it's your behavior, all organizing around you. It's your brain, it's your subconscious, it's your behavior, all organizing around what you genuinely believe is true about yourself and your life. So the question is not, am I doing the law of attraction correctly? The question is, what am I actually being? Who am I being? What am I believing? What is the state and identity that I'm operating from right now? Because that is what's being attracted. And the third law I want to talk about is either going to feel really empowering or maybe a little bit confronting at first. So I want you to be open to it either way. And there's a caveat, which I'll get to. This is the laws of cause and effect. So nothing in your life is happening randomly. Every result that you're experiencing right now is an effect of a previous cause. Maybe a belief that you've been holding, or a pattern you've been running, or a subconscious programming that has been kind of quietly operating in the background for years, if not your entire life. Now, here's the caveat. I'm not denying that people aren't dealt certain circumstances. And I'm also not denying that every factor of your life is in your full control. Everyone is dealt certain circumstances and has to operate from them. But back to the law, your financial situation right now is an effect. Your relationships, effect. Your level of confidence, your recurring patterns, your opportunities are all effects. And I know this can feel uncomfortable because accepting the law of cause and effect means that you are accepting that you have played a role in creating your current reality. But here's why I actually think this is the most empowering thing you can take in. If your current reality is an effect, then you have access to the cause. You are not at the mercy of luck or fate or timing. You are the origin point. And that also means that you are the one who can change it. When you stop looking at your life as something happening to you, and you can start looking at it as something happening from you, that right there can change everything. Because now, instead of waiting and hoping for things to change, you could start asking the right questions and get to the root of what's causing it. What is the belief or the pattern or the subconscious programming that's creating this specific effect in your life? And then what do you need to shift inside to generate a different effect? You can think about it this way. The cause is always internal, the effect is always external. Change the cause and the effect must change with it. That is the law of cause and effect working exactly as it's supposed to. Okay, so there are two more quick laws I want to talk about. The fourth law is like one that I think that most people in the manifestation space don't really talk about very often, but I personally feel like it's very liberating once you really understand it. And this is the law of perpetual transmutation of energy. I know that sounds really complicated and kind of esoteric, but it's really not, so hear me out. And what this law basically says is that energy is never fixed. It's always in motion, always capable of shifting, always transforming. So that means that no matter where you are right now, you always have the ability to change your state. You are not stuck. You are not permanently blocked. You can change your state at any time. The energy is always flowing and moving. So the state that you're in right now isn't your permanent reality. It's simply where you're operating from at this specific moment, and it can shift in the next moment. And I hear from people all the time who say things like, I just can't get myself to shift right now because of XYZ happening in my life, or I'll do the inner work when I have more time, or I'd operate differently if my circumstances were different. And the law of perpetual transmutation of energy kind of challenges all of that, because it says that your state doesn't have to wait for the external circumstances to change first. You can change before things around you change. You go first. You can shift your internal state right now regardless of what's happening around you. And again, this is backed by neuroscience in a really, really powerful way, because your brain's ability to form new connections and new pathways is called neuroplasticity. And your current default thought patterns, your current emotional states, your subconscious beliefs right now, they are not permanently wired in. They can be changed. They are simply patterns that were formed through repetition. And the amazing part is they can be changed through new and different constant repetition. So every time you choose a new thought on purpose, you start laying down a new neural pathway. Every time you interrupt an old pattern or thought or habit, you weaken that old neural pathway. And the great news is that every time you practice a new belief consistently, you're reinforcing a whole new pathway in your brain. The law of perpetual transmutation of energy is telling you that transformation is always available to you at its core. So it's available to you right now. In this moment, you don't have to wait for it. You can move your energy now. And the fifth and final law that I want to talk about today, and again, this isn't all 12 of the universal laws, but these are the ones that I wanted to specifically touch on today. But if you're enjoying this video and you want another video on the rest of the laws and how they work, go ahead and comment below and I'll make a part 2 to this video. I just didn't want this to become like a very, very, very long video. So this law is the one that takes kind of everything we've talked about off of the page and puts it into your actual life. And this is the law of inspired action. And funny enough, I find that this is where most people get confused using this law. But to put it simply, this law states that you have to take an action. So all of the internal work is completely and totally essential. Reprogramming your subconscious, shifting your beliefs, practicing a new identity. That is the core foundation of how manifestation works. But the law of inspired action says that at some point you have to take physical action in the world. But here's kind of like the distinction that changes everything. Inspired action is not the same as desperate, forced energy or action. Forced action comes from fear and lack and trying to control every outcome. But inspired action comes from alignment. It's that kind of quiet nudge that keeps coming back to you. That little idea that feels really exciting, even if it's a little scary. Or that person you felt called to kind of reach out to or talk to, or that opportunity that suddenly feels right in a way that you can't quite explain, but you just know. That is your subconscious. Once it starts to align with a new belief and a new identity, communicating with your conscious mind, that's where inspired action comes from. And the law of inspired action says, trust those signals and act on them. Don't wait until the whole path is clear. You don't have to see the full picture to take the first step. You don't have to wait until you're completely ready. Take that first small step right in front of you now. This is also where surrender lives. Not giving up, but releasing the need to control the detail of how and when and all of the things that are out of your control, while also still staying in motion. It's kind of like living as if you already knew the end result. You do what is yours to do. You take the steps you can see, and you trust the rest with this really confident expectation. That right there is that really great space where manifestation actually comes together and accelerates. So here is how I want you to think about all of the 5 laws together, because they don't work separately. They work as a system. So to kind of sum it up and put it simply, the law of correspondence is telling you that your outer world mirrors your inner world. So do the inner work. And from there, the law of attraction is telling that you attract who and what you are being. So get honest about the state and identity that you're actually operating from and start shifting that at the subconscious level. And from there, the law of cause and effect is telling you that you are the cause of your results. So take ownership. Stop waiting for things to change on their own and identify what needs to shift inside of you. And once you're ready, the law of perpetual transmutation of energy is telling you that you are never stuck. You can shift your state right now regardless of what's happening around you. So use that tool and do it consistently. And finally, the law of inspired action is telling you to act and to move, to take aligned steps and follow those gut instincts and those nudges, and let action kind of be that bridge between your inner world and your external world, between doing the work and seeing the results. So these 5 laws have been running in your life from the very, very beginning. The only difference is now that you know that they're here. And once you know this, you can stop kind of accidentally working against them and start using them on purpose to your advantage. This is when your reality kind of starts to obey you. And it's this really fun, empowering position as a creator of your life. And if you want to go deeper on reprogramming your subconscious, specifically around money, make sure you go ahead and download my free money manifesting workbook. I'm going to put a link in the description box below, and I'll also link it up here. And I'm telling you, tens of thousands of people have gone through this workbook. I get emails with results every single day. People are having major breakthroughs and clearing decades of blocks so quickly. So go ahead and grab your free copy. And I really hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to hit the bell notification so you can be notified whenever I post a new video. You can also find me over on Instagram and TikTok and Threads at MK Magic Mindset. And if you want to learn more about me, my programs, how to work with me, and more, you can visit my website at mkmagicmindset.com. And I will see you in the next one.